What is up, y'all? It is Dan. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are enjoying what you are seeing here today, please do us a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. And if you're like, yeah, this is fine, I guess, but I wish it was way longer and that I could participate, boom, we've got you, friend. Head on over to our Twitch channel. We are there every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Friday, and we would love to hear from you. All right. Thanks, y'all.
With some news, the draft was able to go off without a hitch for the most part. That's something that can happen in a virtual world. And one of the splash picks of the draft was the Dallas Cowboys drafting wide receiver CeeDee Lamb with the 17th overall pick in the draft, a steal at 17th overall. It turns out there is some news that apparently Cowboys owner Jerry Jones made CeeDee Lamb choose number 88 as his jersey number, that he was going to pick 10 or something. And Jerry Jones is like, you're going to wear 88. Dan, you have some extra details on this story?
Yeah, it sounds like so Jerry Jones played running back at like University of Arkansas in college. Which, side note, if you don't know about Jerry Jones, I just am learning about him. He's actually kind of a badass. You should go look him up. He's a rich person because he borrowed a bunch of money from Jimmy Hoffa and started a bunch of Shakey's pizza stands, and they all went out of business. And then in like a fit of depression, he was able to raise a little bit more money and started an oil company and got super rich off that. And it's that still sucks, but is objectively way more interesting than the Cardinals owner who's just fifth generation billionaire. So Jerry Jones played at Arkansas, and his teammate named Ronald Lamb or something died recently, and he wore 88. So it's just an old man who's seeing things come together where he's my friend died, he had your last name, and also 88 is a cool number, so you're gonna wear it.
Well, that's the thing though too, is that every star, I saw the list of people on Dallas who he's encouraged to wear 88 or have worn 88, and it makes me feel like he's like those people who when their cat dies they get another cat and name it the same thing again. He's just at any given time, he wants an elite wide receiver who's 88, and he's like, that's you, 88. That way, as he slowly gets demented and old, he can just always remember to point at the really good guy and be like, 88, you're doing it.
That's the thing in Coraline, that movie, where the weird old ladies have their dogs, and they're oh, well, here they have the old versions of the dogs stuffed and mounted on the wall. It's holy crap. I don't think Jerry Jones has Michael Irvin stuffed and mounted on his wall.
Yeah. Wait, is that true? Did he encourage Michael Irvin and Des Bryant to wear 88? They didn't choose that number of their own accord. Do you know?
I don't know.
I'm not sure, but I feel like it was implied in the article that I read, but I don't want to do that as a full endorsement because I'm
saying it's real. You brought it into the world. I'm saying it's real. Who cares?
Yeah,
if we're wrong, who cares? He's a billionaire. It's fine.
So, one thing that we learned through this, we have some inside sources, some very inside sources, and we came across some Dallas Cowboys internal documents that reveal some of the sort of strange things that Jerry Jones requests, because he's sort of the big man, right? He's the owner. He calls the shots. He writes the checks. So just over time, people have just sort of figured out that they need to kind of just do the things he wants. So he has some sort of obscure rules that populate the Dallas Cowboys facility rules lists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Someone told me that when you show up to the facility, he just makes you immediately tickle fight Stephen Jones. Just immediately, you have to tickle fight Stephen Jones. And Stephen Jones always, every time he ends up, and be like, "Oh, Daddy, he's so strong. He's so strong, Daddy. He's gonna be
good." The proper post tickle fight greeting is for you to say, "How's the boat, Mr. Jones?" To which he'll reply, "Which one?" and start laughing, and you have to laugh with him.
I know. Well, I heard that he had the same sign posted outside of the locker room that shitty clubs have. That's no long tees, no baggy pants, no. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, we're just
No
going for a certain look.
Timberlands or
Just going for
whatever.
a certain look.
Just
There's
they
nothing
just don't want
racial
that certain
about
look
it.
in there. Yeah.
We're just going for a certain look. It would be nice if they also said no boat shoes in that. But anyway.
Then Steven could have come in, man.
Yeah. Only approach Jerry from his left side. His right side is very jumpy, and he may throw you an elbow.
He has a Arkansas Razorback, his alma mater. He has one shot and mounted on the wall. And when you come in, he goes, "Go ahead, and guess the name of that there Razorback." And then he won't let you stop until you correctly guess the name. It could be hours. So you'll be like, I don't know, Toothy. I'm like, no, that's close though. Tusky. No, you're getting closer though, for hours.
He definitely does telling people too that, you know, he has a rule that you always have to give him a big hug on any day that ends with Y. And he tells you that again every day. Like, you think it might have been kind of funny the first time, but he's like, hey, what does the day end with? You know, that's it.
But weirdly enough, on Wednesdays, all around the Cowboys facility, you have to pretend that it's Thursday. He doesn't like Wednesdays, so you need to trick. If you see him, you need to trick him into thinking it's Thursday until Thursday actually rolls around.
That was actually the thing that finally got Jason Garrett fired. Was he messed up and was like, "It's Wednesday, Jerry."
It's one. A lot of pent up aggression behind the Wednesday reveal in that one. Yeah, he doesn't like jalapenos, so you can't eat jalapenos. Just if he doesn't want to. The mirror neurons are too strong. He doesn't want to see it. Doesn't want to deal with it. None of that.
But jalapeno poppers are fine. If they've been poppered, they're fine.
Right. Because
they're not wrong.
Yeah. Because that could be a cheese stick to the untrained, blurry vision of Jerry Jones, and two, I mean, they're better when they're popped, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Better when they're popped.
Yeah.
If he calls you slick, do finger guns back at him. If he calls you champ, give him a big thumbs up. And do not switch those two around.
Day one, when you show up to the facility, he's like, come on in now. And you go, hi, Mr. Jones. He goes, please, just call me Aunt Bev.
Aunt Bev.
Aunt Bev. Just go ahead and call me Aunt Bev. That's what everyone around here calls me.
Short for Aunt Beverage. Because he drinks frequently. If during practice a coach outside yells, "Code Silver," stop whatever drill you're on and just start tackling people. That's what makes Jerry Jones think that like a productive football practice is going on, you know?
I heard that when you sign, he goes, all right, we just got a couple of rules. Pretty simple. Number one, now that you're a member of the Dallas Cowboys, don't get a cat. All right? Just simply do not get a cat.
No cats. No cats. No cats. Cole Beasley counts as a cat.
Yeah.
Jerry is in charge of numbers, as we've learned from the CeeDee Lamb debacle. Technically, he's also in charge of last names, although the administrative staff really tries to hide that from him. He has that power. It's written into the Cowboys Constitution.
Yeah, that's like Ezekiel Johnson. Their running back had to change his name when he got signed. He's like,
to Ezekiel Elliott.
Too many Johnsons. No.
Yeah. I have one more rule here on my list.
Yeah, hit me with it.
It's once and only once during your Cowboys tenure, Jerry Jones will take you to his top secret panic room and ask you for a favor. The intensity of the favor ranges from picking out the black jelly beans from a bag to donating a kidney then and there in the panic room.
Yeah. I heard that Jason Witten's panic room favor was just to sit in the panic room with Jerry and watch the hit movie Panic Room. I heard two other things. I heard one that he has, like, he's an older man, so he has hard candies, but they're crude oil flavored.
Okay.
That was interesting. And then I also heard, I actually was just texted from one of my sources, and it turns out that the conversation when CeeDee Lamb said, yeah, hey, Mr. Jones, so just figured come in, let you know I'm gonna be number 10. Mr. Jones said, oh, great. And then CeeDee Lamb turned around and he went to the door and he jiggled the door and it was locked. And he like turned around and started confused. He looked at Jerry Jones and Jerry said, now you listen here. You're gonna wear number 10. You're gonna squirt me with this here crude oil and you're gonna tell me I'm a bad little sailor boy. And that's verbatim, according to my sources, what happened.
I also did hear he has a standing order that Clint Eastwood can actually sub in as the starting quarterback on any regular season game until he dies. So like it doesn't matter if he shows up 5 minutes before the game, he goes, sorry, Dak, take the bench. I'm in. You know, he hasn't ever done it, but it is like an option. So it's something to keep your eye out for.
I like the idea of like someone in the crowd at a sports game showing up on the Jumbotron, and it's like, and the announcer on the loudspeaker is like, come on, Clint, get on in there. And at first he has to play coy. He's like, and then after a second he's like, all right. And then he gets up and walks in and then like leads the huddle, drops back and throws a dime touchdown pass as he gets absolutely drilled by
just puts on a leather helmet, no pads, just the shirt, just the droopy, drapey jersey.
His old sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the reason he gets drilled is because he also benched the left tackle for a chair. He was like, nah, this chair will do it just great.
Yeah. All right, well, that's the news around Jerry.